there, my name is Rebecca Marler and I want to share something with you that's really special to me. I just finished writing a book about the hidden science of leading unstoppable teams. Here it is, and I'm going to give you a copy. I'm so excited. Now, before you tune out thinking that this book is just more of the same old leadership kind of lectures that you've already heard, just give me a chance to tell you what the Team Alchemist Playbook is about, and more importantly, what it's not about. First of all, it's not another book on hiring the right people, but after you read and apply it, you will start to easily attract and retain the right people. It's also not another book about building culture, yet what you discover in the book will help you build a stronger culture than any training programs, retreats, or other team building gimmicks put together. And all of that is here inside this book. So if you've ever struggled with challenges on your team, like having team members that are not taking personal responsibility or underproducing, dropping balls, or causing tension with coworkers, gossiping, breaking policies, you name it, my guess is you probably think you haven't hired the right people, or you don't have the time or even know where to begin to create the culture you want for your team. But in my experience, having worked with hundreds of leaders and teams from around the world who are struggling with the same things you are, I like to say people are human everywhere you go. The truth is, it's rarely a hiring problem and it's rarely a culture problem. Now, the bad news about that is that it seems harder to figure out what the problem is if it isn't hiring and it isn't culture. But the good news is that the solution is more simple than you probably ever imagined, and it's all here in this book. You see, after many years of coming up with complicated solutions for my clients' problems that included a whole range of things, and lots of them were great, like headhunters and incentive programs, bonuses, and other improvement strategies, including hiring consultants like myself, I finally discovered that there is a science to leading and managing people that is bizarrely hidden from most leaders. I was trained in an elite leadership program, and people came from all over the world to see how we were being trained. And trust me, even there, I never heard a word about this hidden science that we spell out in this little book. So here's the thing. You might be wondering, why isn't my team everything I want them to be already? And technically, maybe they should be. I mean, the fact that you are even watching a video like this about improving or optimizing your team tells me you have probably already done the things excellent leaders do with shared values, strategic objectives, mission, and vision, and yet you're still experiencing less than what you know is possible in your team's performance and their impact. And I've been there myself, but what I now know is that you do not need to experience this frustration any longer. You don't need to throw in the towel, and you don't need to start over. We have the missing ingredients you need, and they're all here in the Team Alchemist Playbook. Let me be more specific. This little book will show you exactly how average teams made of average performers can outperform rockstar teams. This little book will show you how to get the best coaching and training on the planet for every single member of your team, and that's without tripling your budget or becoming a coach yourself. It will also show you how average employees can become rockstar leaders in 1 to 2 hours of dedicated focus per month. The Team Alchemist Playbook contains the exact same process we take our clients through. The only difference is that they pay $10,000 or more per day to use our system. And I'm going to give it to you for free. Why? I am passionate about this because I have experienced the pain of not having it, and I have witnessed the triumph and the victory of having it. And I've experienced that for myself personally as a leader, and also through years of serving leaders just like you as a consultant and a coach. Listen, I want you to know that you don't ever have to buy anything from me. There are a few reasons for that. If every team were a better team, I still wouldn't be out of work, and imagine what the world would be like if people really loved where they showed up to work every day. So this is an act of generosity in one way because the foundation of my life's work is here in this book, and it does cost money to produce it and time. And it's also a little bit selfish because I want to live in a world where more and more people are in love with their work, love their teams, no matter how challenging the outside circumstances may be. If you're questioning the certainty I have about this, I want to tell you a little bit about my story, although it is here in the book. I was a public school principal in the world's largest school system, New York City. So I know firsthand what it's like to work with people who are underpaid, sometimes checked out, and even disengaged. The school I was in charge of was in danger of being closed down, and it was the hardest thing I had ever done. Until I started to learn about the missing ingredients, the hidden science that's described in this playbook. No one was more delighted than me to see the entire nation take notice of what can happen when this hidden science is applied to our teams. I mean, if we can make these changes happen in public school after public school after public school with the massive bureaucracy and the issues that come with it, imagine what this can do for your team. I bet you've probably heard from countless experts that it can't be this simple, it can't be this easy, or there has to be some complicated process you pay them and they lead the resolve of your challenges. I want you to know that is simply not true. The truth is that you are only a few habits away from managing passive, shut-down, disinterested employees to leading a team that's on fire, that tears up everything you put in front of them and starts to innovate before you even say go. If you are ready to unleash your team's full potential, all you have to do is take the first step by covering the shipping and handling. And let me say it again, you are not obligated to anything. If you already know you want to work with us, we can talk about that at some future time, but our immediate priority is getting this technology in as many leaders' hands as possible. So if you're ready to join us, start the journey with the Team Alchemist Playbook, just enter your information and it will be on its way to you immediately. And if you get it and you don't love it and you don't experience the impact that I'm telling you it will have on your team, just let me know and I'll be happy to refund your shipping and handling. Thank you so much for your time.